Good evening. This is the Gila National Forest. We're in the Piños Altos range. And I wanted to talk about this area. This is a ponderosa pine forest at this elevation. We're actually about 7,300 feet. And as we get a little bit higher, it goes into the firs and also aspen. But there's been fires through here. Our last fire was in July. And it's getting drier. The ponderosa pines that you're seeing that are now brown, that was due to the what was called the Trout fire. And the majority of it, like 80%, was a good burn. I think 5%-ish, maybe a little bit more, was catastrophic in the context that it got so hot that it damaged the soil. But you can see these leaves, the fire got all here. So up there, that's known as Scott Peak, I believe. And those ponderosa pine trees on the top there, the ridge. Tadpole trails there. We're coming into fall, and there's just not the water. Cherry Creek has not been running for the most part. First time in the 30 years I've lived here at this time of the year. This is Signal Peak. I won't be able to zoom in anymore, but there's an old fire watch lookout building out there, no longer used by the Forest Service, at least here. Even though it's green, you know, just a month ago this was all black. So look how fast it comes back. Sorry for the wind. Again, I'm going to be using my cell phone for most of these vlogs. What's beautiful about this area is that, yes, human presence is here, but what you see, this current generation of ponderosa pine and oak and juniper, they've been here for, they are descendants of trees that go back a very long time. As for the animals, and a lot of the animals now are starting to gather the last bit of foods that are available before the winter. And every year, a lot of us hope that we'll get good snow. That's changing. Just don't get snow here anymore that much. These were as for human beings before the moving in of European people. It was the Apache people, specifically the Warm Springs. Before them was the Mogollon people. There's one of these days I'll walk over and show you an old Mogollon ruin, Pueblo style, in these mountains, only about 1.5 miles from this present point. At that time, there was probably a lot of water, and I wonder what it was like. August 25th, and just a beautiful evening, and we here that live here are starting to witness the beginnings of fall. Not quite there yet. Thank you for your time in watching this video. Take care.